Are you considering a move to Pennsylvania for work? There's something important happening right now that most people don't fully understand yet. A major employer, Eli Lilly and Company, just announced a $3.5 billion expansion here in Pennsylvania. And announcements like this don't just affect jobs. They change where people move, how fast homes sell, and what buyers need to know before relocating. Today, I'm breaking down what this means for homebuyers and relocating families and how to think about your move strategically, not emotionally. When a company invests billions in a region, this isn't a short-term project. This signals long-term job creation, infrastructure investment, population growth, and increased housing demand. In this case, Eli Lilly is building a 925,000 square foot building across Vogelsville Corporate Center, making 850 permanent jobs, 2,000 construction jobs, and all of these averaging $100,000 income or more. But here's what people miss. Housing demand starts before employees even arrive. People begin researching neighborhoods, schools, commutes, housing options, months or even years in advance. That's when markets quietly start to shift. Ground this geographically because this matters if you're relocating from out of state. Lehigh Valley sits between New York City and Philadelphia with direct access to Interstate 78, Routes 222, and Routes 33, making it one of the most connected mid-sized regions in the Northeast. Makes sense why Eli Lilly chose here. This connectivity is one of the main reasons that Lehigh Valley beat 300 other locations nationwide for this investment, which is super, super exciting. Here's what most buyers relocating don't realize. Housing reacts faster than everything else. Before new schools are built, roads are expanded, or new construction catches up, buyers and renters start competing for existing inventory. Pennsylvania already has relatively tight inventory, so when relocation demand increases, we typically see faster days on market, increased competition in desirable areas, pressure first on rentals, then entry into mid-level homes. This doesn't mean panic though. It means planning matters more than time in the market. If you're researching Eli Lilly specifically, this is the area most people look at first. Vogelsville in Upper Macungie Township. And there's a reason. This area offers immediate access to 78, short commutes to major employment hubs, lower density suburban living, and ongoing commercial and residential development, which is important for your appreciative home values. This is typically where early relocation demand shows up first as a result. Housing reality here though. Inventory is limited relative to demand and new construction exists, but doesn't scale fast enough. Rental competition increases before purchase competition, and entry and move up homes feel the pressure first. This area tends to attract professionals, engineers, medical professionals, which creates stable long-term housing demand. Again, a huge consideration when you're looking at an area where appreciation matters, and this one hits it out of the park. Relocating to Pennsylvania for work, the smartest question isn't, should I buy right now? It's where does demand typically go first? Which locations hold long-term value? Does renting first help or hurt my position? Different buyers, different strategies. Some benefit from buying early, some should rent briefly while learning the area to decide if this is a long-term position for them. Some need flexibility during job ramp up or commute changes. There is no one-size-fits-all answer, and that's where local insight matters the most. And I've got you covered there. So why does decision location matter more than price? When major employers expand, certain areas feel the impact first. Commuter-friendly suburbs, areas with strong school districts, communities with lifestyle amenities and resale appeal. Buyers who choose locations strategically often outperform the market, even if they pay slightly higher upfront. Buyers who chase cheap without context usually regret it later. A huge consideration when you're buying in this market. If you're thinking about relocating to Pennsylvania, whether for Eli Lilly or another role, the key is understanding how job growth and housing markets intersect. This isn't about fear, it's about being informed. And the earlier you understand the landscape, the more options you have. Every major housing surge looks obvious after it happens. Austin, Raleigh, Nashville, Phoenix, the people who benefited most weren't guessing. They were paying attention before everyone else asked, is it too late? Lehigh Valley is now officially on the same trajectory, driven by jobs, affordability, and geography. How exciting. So to tie it all together, if you're researching moving to the Lehigh Valley, relocating to Pennsylvania, living near the Eli Lilly plant, I've created resources that walk you through job growth context, commuter zones, housing reality, rent versus buy considerations. Just check the links in the description to download the relocation guide, explore the full playlist, and subscribe for ongoing updates. I help relocating buyers make clear, confident decisions based on data, lifestyle, and long-term value, not hype. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.